No problem at all.
I want you to tell, I'm sure people in my channel that they don't know you, they would like to know what your name and where you are original from and where are you right now.
Okay, so my name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo. That's why I shortened my name as EBM. So those are abbreviation of my name. My first, middle, and last name. For my channel, I go as EBMSCHOLARS for the English channel. And recently, I opened the Swahili channel. So it has a similar name, but it's called EBM Swahili. So, and I'm originally also from Tanzania. And I've been here in the US for 13 years now. And right now I'm in the almost exactly middle of the United States, here in Missouri, United States.
Nice. Yes, and I'm going to put your name, your channel in my comments below. I'm gonna put it. And guys, everyone is in my channel. Please go and subscribe on his channel. He's so wonderful, and his channel you can get educated. So please go and like those videos and comment on his videos and subscribe. How long have you been in America, US?
Yeah, so for me, August 15, 16 exactly, I'm going to be 13 years.
Wow.
So I came here 2008. Yeah, I finished university, and I was still at the university, so I got from the dorm to the airport coming to America. Yeah, so yeah, and I've been here that time, and I don't know how many 50 years more to come. I don't know.
Wow, you've been there for a long time.
It doesn't look that long so far, but yeah, now, yeah, 13 years, that's, yeah. But when we are here, only see someone has been 5 years, we see that's a lot of time. But now I'm looking 13 years, and I look like it's just like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as the time passed by, what was your experience compared to what you expected?
So for me, it's a little bit different from many people. I usually tell people there are two types of immigrants or people coming to these countries. There are those who come by accident.
Right.
Like, yes, you might like US, you might like Canada, you might like this country. And just like, oh, you applied for the lottery or someone applied it for you, you didn't have a plan. Oh, you have won. So just come to America. So that is by accident. For me, I prepared myself since I was in the 5th grade that I will go in America, I will stay in America, I will die in America, I will have a family in America. So that for me, I was a child. I was just like 15, 16 years old. So it was not like serious, but that is the childhood dream. And from since then, whatever you say, people are criticizing you. So that's why it was more synced in, finding different ways I have to do it so that I can accomplish something. So for me, most of the things like I expected to be the same. I knew it would be hard. I know that, but I know that I'll come to make it. So everything I expected, like life-wise, the biggest thing I didn't expect, and I was told, but I didn't believe it, is poverty in America.
Is what? Sorry, you're cutting off. Is what?
Poverty. To see people who are poor and they are Americans.
Yep.
Because yes, my roommate at the university was one time was from the University of Florida, another time was from the University of New York with their exchange students. So they tell, oh, we have poor people, homeless, whatever. No, those are in the movies. Like, so you don't believe it.
That was exactly me. I thought there's no poors.
And you come here and someone is asking for $1. You give $1, $2, they say, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are really American and you are poor. While you go to our countries, American, we look like you are at the peak. So that was, for me, that was the biggest shock.
Right.
Yeah. But after some time, you can understand, like, okay, what are the material conditions which make it difficult for some people to change their life or whatever, all those kind of things. But that was the biggest thing for me. Like, I didn't expect to see that the level of poverty. The other thing I can simply say, obviously coming from a British colonized, your English you were speaking, apart from the accent and the other things, you are speaking as the British, and America is completely different. Everything they change, they don't want to look like they were colonized by British. So for instance, I'm giving you an example. You go inside like the house, we usually get used to on and off, up is off, on is down, US is upside down. So they put the socket upside down. So so they change that.
Again, I didn't hear that.
The socket for the light, on and off. When you want to turn the line,
yes.
When I put up is on. If I go down, so they just put like everything down. You come here, you were expecting soccer, whatever. You come here, football is different thing. American football, they play with hands. You go to count, like how you count the floor, going up, we say, oh, this is the ground floor, is different. So everything has been different in that way. Even like being from the British, we got used to, like, if you were at the university, you're going to work, you wear a tie, you wear very nice trouser. You come here, up to the university professors, they wear jeans, they wear sandals. They don't. If you wear a tie, everybody's wondering what's going on. So for me, before coming here, I used to wear a tie. I can wear a tie almost every single day.
Yeah.
I had over 300 ties. And you come here, you can say for 3-4 years, I don't wear a tie, because if you wear, for what occasion?
Yeah.
That is another big, challenge.
Yeah, you kind of don't look smart if you didn't wear a tie back home, huh?
Exactly. I remember one day I was invited to present. I went to for vacation in Tanzania, and they invited me to one of the university talk. So for me, because when I travel, I don't go with a tie on these shirt, button shirts. So I have t-shirts, I have jeans. So I went there with sandals. So people didn't know that this guy has knowledge of everything because I look normal. So, but all other presenters were students, whatever. So it was until when I took over, this guy has content, but people didn't believe that this guy can talk anything because how I look like.
You are cutting off.
Okay, I think there is a problem with something I hear. Okay, I don't know what's going on. One sec. I think might be. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
I don't know whether it's another thing open. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I want just to make sure that 1 second.
No worries. Take your time.
Yeah. I haven't opened multiple tabs, no.
If supplies, I can hear you now.
You can hear me well now?
Yeah, I can hear you better than it was before.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's continue then.
Okay. How, what was your biggest challenge being as an immigrant in America?
The biggest challenge for me was getting a professional job.
Right.
To get a really professional job, not these like $10, $15 per hour job. Like you are thinking like you were going to a profession to become a director, to become someone. That was a challenge. In what sense? I came in America, for me, from day one, I came as a university teacher. So I taught at the university for 1 year. That was my job. After 1 year of teaching, then I went to continue with my master's. So I did my master's degree for 1 year, and then the time I finished my degree, at that time there was what? There was the economic crisis.
Right.
2010. So you cannot get jobs. So it was not just me per se, but it was almost everybody.
Right.
So that was the biggest challenge for me. And you apply like 500 jobs in a day or two, and you get no reply or no at all in all those opportunities.
Right.
So that has been a tough in that particular case. At one point, it was difficult until I had to go to live with my in-laws. And so at that point, you have to lower down your ego that I'm a man, I have to live with your in-laws. That's the reality. So that was the biggest challenge for me. But everything you have to overcome. You have to continue to be positive, applying for jobs.
Yeah.
But in the other side, it helped me to know more about my in-laws, to know more about my wife and their family. So it has a better relationship in our marriage because I know more about them. So that helps a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
What were your greatest or good of joy in your experience? You know, I know there were challenges, but what were the good or greatest of your experience?
Okay. Number one, the day I took the oath to become an American citizen. Man, because I remember because at that time, the passport to Tanzania was green. I remember you travel, you are looking like everywhere you go, like this guy is about to disappear somewhere. I traveled with my wife one time, still with the Tanzanian passport. We are going to Tanzania, and we had like 15 hours layover in Switzerland, but you cannot allow to get out of the airport because you have Tanzanian passport. Yeah. America can go. And I had the passport. Now I'm American. Yes, there's not much of the change, but the day I traveled with that passport, I saw a difference. Big difference.
Yes.
So that has been a big joy for me in that way. Another one was obvious the day I landed in America, because it's something all your life you are planning, I will go to America. So just to land here, finally I'm here.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah.
And another one, obviously, to have a family helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, if you are single, yes, you can struggle with your life with loneliness. But here, yes, you can struggle with loneliness, but you have other people to talk to, yell to them, whatever if you have to yell.
Yes.
So that helps a lot.
Definitely.
Just to have a family gives you another way of working so hard. That if I was a single in the middle of a child, but now I know like there are people counting me, and the future of my children depends on my behavior, depends on my hard working. So that whatever you are, but that for me is another thing here, helps me a lot. It's just a pride moment for that.
Right.
The other thing was good, but I came to realize later it was bad, is the day I purchased the home in America. When you purchase the home, you think that this is the climax of what we call American dream.
Yes.
But yes, I was excited that we have home, we have American dream. But down the road, after like a week, 2 weeks, a month, I came to realize I was not that happy. And do you hear me?
No, you are cutting off.
Okay.
I think the network is not great.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. You are going on, off, on, off.
Oh, I think the reason. Okay. Now, just wait. I think the computer is trying to connect onto on my Wi-Fi and on my phone, so it's fighting to the internet.
Right.
So yeah, so now that is the reason I know.
Right.
Okay, and I don't want to change. If I change here, I can just make a mistake, like it can completely disappear. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me now. Well,
yes, now I can hear you.
So I was saying, like, when I came to realize after buying the home, it is a very good achievement. But down the road, after like a month, something like that, you come to realize that, yes, I reached almost all my goals in my life, like most of the goals, but I needed to create a newer challenge, newer goals. So that's when I said, okay, now I have to think about retirement. I have to think of bigger things than that. So it was good to reach that goal, being happy, but later you have to figure out bigger things than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What get like what have any time that you've been on those years, all of those years in America, have there is any time that you felt unwelcomed? And what about, like, can you share with us when you felt unwelcomed and when you felt welcome? You know what I mean? Welcome. Unwelcomed and when you felt welcomed.
Number one, when you are in Africa, nowadays is a little bit different, but back in the time, I don't know. But you have a perception that Westerners, white people are very, Americans, they are just on their own. They are more individualistic. You know that maybe they don't want to share, but you arrive here, you find out they are very welcoming. Like everybody has to greet you. They ask if you have a problem, they are okay to share, to help you. So all those kind of things were something, there was something very good for me. It was very positive to see those kind of things going on. So for me, from day one, I saw the welcoming, because you go to the event, you find someone, even the university president is coming to talk to you as a normal, without like feeling that I'm this high, this title, I have this much of money. They talk to you like you can talk to a governor like a normal person. So for me, that one was more welcoming part.
Right.
I don't have any experience to feel that I'm not welcome. Because for me, I know people have different behavior, but one behavior of one person doesn't be like this is American behavior towards you particular.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, I said it is not like about you cannot say like this is American behavior towards like Africans. No, it can be an individual preference or something someone is doing, but I cannot say it was unwelcome practice from everyone. No.
Right.
So I have never felt like I'm not welcome. No.
Right.
For me, I'm a very competitive person. I have the opportunity to learn from other people, to engage with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't got any bad experience in that particular area.
Right. What are the things that you are proud so far?
Proud is the biggest one overall, apart from whether I'm in America, whether I'm not in America.
No, on your YouTube, like let's say on your YouTube channel, like what are the things you are proud so far?
Yes, so that's what I was saying. Like for me, to have that platform of YouTube and the platform to write books and share to other people, to make other people's journey easy, that has been the proudest moment. because I looked when I was looking for my time, I'm looking for these opportunities. There was no YouTubers of this content. There are no blogs of this content.
Yeah.
Now, when I came here, I see like, okay, there are some people, they have qualifications, they have good degrees, they have good GPA, they have good work experience, but they do not know that if you apply here, you can get this opportunity.
Right.
So for me to see each year, so many people are coming to you to say, thank you, I was able to learn something. Even if I didn't get it, but I know the procedure now. Right. So that has been the proudest moment to see, like, I'm not just helping people from one region. Now I'm global. I can be able to support and help so many people. That has been the proudest moment for me.
Yeah.
Another one is to see when you make a video about these are steps to write a book, to publish on Amazon. People follow the steps and they go to publish, and they say thank you, and they go to post. Even without this guy, I could not be able to know about putting the books on Amazon. So you see the product of how people they are taking it serious. So that's why no matter what, I have to find a way to make videos, because I know there are some people might benefit. I might have 50 views, but 2 people out of those can benefit from.
Right.
Yeah.
What are your goals on your channel? Like, what are you hoping for?
My goal is at least maximum in the next, I get myself 5 years. In the next 5 years, to be able to be a full-time YouTuber.
Nice.
Meaning I have to quit my job.
Yeah.
Do only YouTube. That I have to make almost twice than the income I'm getting is my salary right now.
Right.
So I have 5 years of investing. That's why for me, if I post the video, there are 100 views, I don't get upset. Because I know my goal is not to get views. My goal is to build a system for 5 years to come. When I finish 2025, January 1st, 2026, I don't want to get a paycheck from anyone except YouTube.
Right.
And at that time, we'll be able to have more platform. I will be having this one, just YouTube. I want to create special courses, like a training, like if green card lottery, I have to put like a special course, like step by step.
Right.
And then to be able now to go to different countries to talk with the students, university students, like guest lecturer, talk to them, even if you are making videos, but also to inspire other people.
Yes.
In 5 years.
I watch your videos. You are amazing. Like, man, even just you be able to be interesting on me as a young YouTuber, just to want to interview me, it was an honor. I could not, after I do a little bit of research of you, I was like, what? Not that many people, like, who have as many subscribers as you have, that would be interesting in small YouTubers. So I think you are doing amazing by picking different stories and different places that people get to learn. Sorry, I think I'm running out of charger. I don't know why I plugged it in, but I don't know why it's not going in. There we go. Hopefully now. Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem.
Just your stories that you share with people, it's changed a lot of people's lives, and I think a lot of people learn from you big time. I wish I knew you like way back. I could learn more. Maybe I'll be in another level right now. Because I see those interviews you just do with people, winning those. Actually, we're gonna go back to that question in a bit here. But you're doing an amazing job with your channel. You like nakupenda bure. I just love you free for what you do, honestly.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what are your plans and goals? I mean, I'm going to ask you that. So it's like going live. What do you think it might help your dreams? Like, what do you think it will help your goals, your dream about YouTube come true? What do you think? What are those things that will help you? So that anyone who has YouTube channel can learn from it.
Okay, so there are, first of all, I did a lot of mistakes about YouTube. That's why I can reach it to even person with one subscriber and advise certain few things and avoid certain mistakes I did. Those mistakes costed me a lot on YouTube.
Right.
Number one, for me, I used to be a blogger, so I was just writing blogs for scholarships.
Right.
I opened my blog 2007. Back in Tanzania, I was still a university student. And then 2010, one day after my birthday, September 24th, I said, oh, there is this YouTube. Remember, back in 2010, YouTube was nothing.
Right.
It was just more about putting the smaller videos here and there.
Right.
So I opened my YouTube channel. Okay. And I posted the first video about Green Card Lottery.
Right.
So the mistake I did is just how many videos should I post? I was posting one video per year.
Yeah.
So from 2010 to 2018, I had 8 videos. You think that's a mistake?
Right.
I didn't know what is the meaning of subscriber. I didn't know the meaning of views. My life was different. So whatever. So I was more concerned about blog. I was doing blogging more.
Right.
So 2018, almost I was traveling one day. I was for work. I was in Kisumu, Kenya. So I was in the hotel alone for like that day. I was free. So I made like a few videos. I posted them, and then in Swahili they get more views. So I started getting subscribers.
Right.
Remember, I had like 1,000 subscribers in 2018. Then I had like more a little bit. 2019, I added like 2, 3 up to August 2019. I had not more than 22 videos on my channel. So in going to September, I posted the first video about the Green Card Lottery. Then I posted the Green Card. I said, in October, I can make it YouTube something serious. When I said I want to make it serious, I started making videos, 2 to 3 videos per day. So I had a goal to make 1,000 videos in a year. And I ended making up 800 videos in a year. Right. So that drive of making those videos, because I knew I was late. Because if I knew 2010, I could make even 1 video per month or per week, I could be very far. Now we have millions of subscribers or whatever. So because I was late, I don't want other people to start YouTube and be late. I want you to start YouTube and know at least put how many number of videos, at least 3 videos per week. At least that's a small amount. Because every single minute there is a new YouTube video is posted. Every single second. So you cannot have a time to relax to put 1 video and wait for 2 weeks and you are a young YouTuber. If you are a bigger YouTuber like you Wodemaya, you can put 1 video in a week and it's doing well.
Who is that?
Like there are YouTubers like Wodemaya, whatever, they're African.
What's Wodemaya?
He's a YouTuber in Africa. He can post 1 video per week and he's going to have 1 million views. So he doesn't need to post like 10 videos in a week.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So that is so. But while you are growing, you have to make sure that you post more. Once you reach at the top, you don't need to post every single day. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's number one. So that is the biggest mistake people usually make. So that's why people, they quit quick. Another problem, or another thing which I've learned through YouTube, I want people to learn from is, yes, you will come to get money, but you don't get money right away. You can invest for 3 years, 4 years to start getting good money. So that's why you have to find, what do you want to make on YouTube? Even if you're going to get paid, that is because of your lifestyle. You enjoy what to do.
Right.
So for me, I started doing about scholarships, talking like going to talk to people before YouTube was created. So for me, talking about scholarship, writing book, there are the things I did before YouTube. So that means you can continue with that lifestyle even if you don't get paid. But yes, you can get paid down the road.
Yes.
And the other thing is, I want just to let people to continue to learn from others. No matter how big you think you are, YouTube will keep learning. And to respect every YouTuber, no matter whether someone has 1 subscriber or 1 million. Because overnight, someone can change from 1 subscriber to 1 million subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in that. I seen it happens to people. I totally believe on that. So what would you tell the people who are planning to come to America as a new immigrant? Like what should they expect coming to America?
Okay, that's a very good question. Usually I tell people, before you go to any country, what do you want to achieve once you come to America?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can come to America, you can go to Canada and be a miserable person. What do you want to achieve?
Right.
And your goals, objectives, what you want to achieve in the future of your life, are they compatible with American lifestyle? Because let's say you can be someone is already working in Africa and you get paid your salary, let's say $3,000 US,
right,
in Tanzania, or you in Kenya.
mm-hmm.
And then you already, that one, you can have a good house, you can have a very good farm, you can have everything. Is it worth to leave 3,000 or 4,000 in the life of African lifestyle to come to start over in America?
Right.
If yes, there's no problem. What are you going to attain? Just to take a picture in front of Target, in front of Walmart, or you want to achieve better than what you have in your own country? So let's not get obsessed about America, Canada, and other countries first, but your goals must be matching and see what you are going to attain in those countries.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can quit your job, you can leave everything, you come here and you are starting cleaning the toilets, you are going to work in the jobs, the normal jobs. Are you okay with that position?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can get depressed and you can be frustrated and be upset with everybody.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two is, when you come to these countries, you can be, when we say we can be anything, it means your poverty, the way you come here from the one, even if you don't have high school, you can decide to become a governor one day, as long as you have that drive, as long as you follow the proper track. So when you come to this country, dream bigger. Don't you dream $15 job, because you can end up working like those general labor job the rest of your life until you're 65 years old. You are retired, but you're still working as cashier. But
Yeah.
what is your bigger thing? Like, come here, even if you don't attain, have a goal. I want to become a US ambassador. I want to become the best engineer with Apple. I want to become the best pediatrician in America. Even if you don't reach that stage, you reach at a certain point. So it's not that mentality to go at the peak. Even if you don't reach that way, you reach at the better position. Have a bigger goals. Not the goal $15 job. No, that is not a goal.
Yeah.
That is easy to have and easy to settle.
Right.
Yeah, so that is something, another thing I want to tell people. And they have to find out what are the behaviors and what are the things which are not acceptable. They can, in these cultures, or can we use it to affect your entire dream? For instance, in Tanzania, in Kenya, Uganda, whatever country in Africa, it's easier. You get from work, go to the bar, drink a couple of beers, and drive, you go to home. You cannot do in these countries.
Right.
Drink and drive, that is a very serious crime.
Mm-hmm.
It can affect you. One day you want to become the governor. This guy was reckless. You see.
Right.
So you have to see what in their cultures means a lot. You cannot come here and start beating and abusing women like it's nothing happening like in Africa. Even the police, they're not taking as a big issue.
Right.
The legal system doesn't support. So it can be okay. I mean, it's not okay. The legal system doesn't care much in our country. You come with that mindset here, you can destroy your entire life. So that's why you have to have friends who are really American. You need to have friends who are different cultures to learn from them.
Right.
To be able to know to avoid what are the things to avoid.
Right.
And like how we were talking about in the beginning about the resources, you have to be knowing what are the resources are there available for you and how can you utilize them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are, I said, those are the basics. Like if someone can use them if you want to come to America, go to Canada, those are the basics you need to have. Is the way with the resources you can know. I want to know about credit card. Go and ask the question. Go to the internet. Go to the expert. But you don't want to ask questions. You don't want to learn because you think that you know because you have a degree in IT. We have a degree in banking. Yes, it's banking in Africa. They are not here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the advice that you give it's pretty needed. Do you think the immigrant made you stronger? Like being immigrant in new country made you stronger? If so, in what way?
For me, I don't say being immigrant made me stronger, but there are certain events happened made me stronger, not because I'm immigrant. Because for me, I already prepared, like I'm number 11 out of the 10 children.
Right.
So for me, I have the mindset of being at the peak. Right. I had the mindset, I'm number 11, no matter how much you do in your family, all your brothers and sisters have done it. If you want to get to Division 1 with all A's, your brothers have done them. So whatever you do, nothing special. So for me, I had to find my own identity. I have to find a way I can create my own achievement. So for instance,
for instance, a big family too.
For instance, for me, when I finish, for those who do not know, Tanzania, we have Form 1 to Form 4, then in Form 5 and Form 6. I finished Form 4. I was teaching tuition, those after school program for Form 5 and Form 6 students while I finished Form 4.
Wow.
I took the national examination of high school Form 6 while I was in Form 5.
Wow.
So I had a certain drive on my own. I started like doing the blog. I was in second year. I started to have the internet inside the room in 2005 in Tanzania. I got the money. I got the money from the university money, the money for eating. I took that money and I bought internet broadband and put in the room.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Because I wanted to know a lot of things. So I had that drive.
Mm-hmm.
But the defining thing in America, which changed my entire hardworking spirit, is when I applied almost 500,000 jobs and I didn't get the professional job I want.
Wow.
I was applying 500, 1,000 jobs per day.
Right.
And you don't get it. So the decision was, I have to find another easy job. That's when I knew about joining the military, it's a guaranteed job, and there are so many benefits. But the problem was, I was supposed to lose about 26 kilograms in order to meet the requirement of joining the military. So everybody told me, like I was telling you, I'm planning to join the military, but I have to lose this weight. They say, no, it is impossible. You cannot do that. So I decided to start reading every single thing I have to learn about losing weight. And I was able to lose a half kilogram every single day for 75 days.
Yeah, so, I was actually coming to that question. Like, how did you get in Canada? I mean, sorry, in America, what was the reason? Like, because I know I watch your videos, some of my viewers, they may not know how you got in America. So I was coming to that question. Oh. I know you've been, you can tell us anyways, how you came to Canada, and I know you've been teaching people how to win the lottery, like green card or the green card and the what? Like the something? The DVLOTTERY, yes. So the green card lottery, you've been teaching people how to win that. Can you explain to some of my viewers how do you play that? Okay. And how to get it and how long that takes?
So let me, because in Canada, I have to compare US and Canada in terms of immigration. In Canada, you have what we call the merit-based immigration.
Right.
Apart from the family, like if you get married, apart from going as a student, they have the merit-based immigration. Meaning, if you can apply with express entry, they look on the points. Like if you have a bachelor degree or master's degree, you have this number of age, you speak English, you have experience in Canada, you get a certain number of points. Then you can be able to be given permanent resident. In the US, we don't have something like that.
Right.
We have what we call the random selection of people. Whether you have been to school, you have not been to school, you have whatever. So the minimum requirement is high school education. But if you don't have high school, you can have 2 years of certain work experience, qualifying work experience, to be able to do. So every year in October, from the 1st week of October until the 5th of November, people go to apply. So you fill the form.
Mm-hmm.
Once you fill the form, the government is going to do the random selection.
Right.
So maybe they can give maybe 100,000 people, whatever number, but in the end, 55,000 people are will be given visas. When they say 55,000, if I'm married and with 20 kids, that is considered as one visa. So it's a visa for the entire family. So 55,000 people, excluding the, like you can count the dependents, doesn't take the visa of other people.
Right.
So then the results come out in May. So if you win, that is free. You can process, you can come to America and you are given permanent resident just by random locally selection. So that is the biggest thing I've been talking to many people on YouTube, because there are so many scams, people are getting lost, people are stealing their money and all those kind of things. So that's what I'm explaining to people a lot on my channel, is one of the way. But I didn't win the DVLOTTERY, even if I know a lot about DVLOTTERY or Green Lottery.
No.
For me, I came through scholarship.
Yeah.
I came as a Fulbright scholar to teach Swahili language and African culture to the university for 1 year. Then I converted to become an international student for another year. Then I got a green card through marriage.
Right.
And then from marriage to become a U.S. citizen, because I joined the U.S. military, U.S. Navy, I was given the citizenship because I joined the military.
Right.
Yeah. So
how do you get a scholarship? And which kind of scholarship would you get? Like, how do you get, for people who once are looking for scholarship to come, study in America, or even if you have any country that how they can get the scholarship, how do they get it?
So number one, most of the scholarships are for master's and PhD.
Right.
Very, very few are for bachelor's degree. And here I'm talking about the scholarships, US, Canada, Europe, New Zealand, Australia. I'm not talking about scholarship going to Djibouti, going to Korea, or whatever. I'm talking about poor countries which are first world. So the procedures are more or less the same. You need to have a very good result. If you have bachelor degree or master's degree, you need to have good results. Upper secondary class is much better. Then you need to have a statement of purpose. Why should they give you scholarship?
Right.
You need to have a resume or CV, meaning even if you finish university, start volunteering. They want to see what have you been doing while you are studying and after finishing study.
Right.
Then there are sometimes exams required, English proficiency test. The IELTS, International English Language Testing System, which is the British Council exam, or you can take the American version, which is called the Test of English as a Foreign Language 12. You are able to take one of these exams. So that's what you have to pay. Take that exam. So in Canada, you take just the English exam and then you start applying.
Sorry? In Canada, what?
After taking that examination, you can start applying for the universities. But you have to apply to the university, which they say they give you money, they give you scholarship.
Are there specific websites that people can reach onto it? Maybe I can share that.
Easy way, if you just write, for instance, Canada, if you write the government scholarships to international students, you'll find the list are there. So the problem is not about the link. The problem is about requirements. People don't want to take the English exam, so you cannot apply. You see, in Canada, there is application fee, admission. When you apply for the university, they tell you pay $60 for instance. You don't want to pay, you cannot be admitted. You see the problem. So the problem is not about the link. In US, in addition to the English proficiency test, there is another exam. There is GRE, called Graduate Record Examination, for people who are doing the non-management program. You are doing management, there is GMAT, Graduate Management Admission Test.
Right.
You are doing law, there is LSAT, medical MCAT. So there is another exam. People don't want to do, or they do not know at all. And then there is application fee. So it is difficult if you are coming from, you don't have a good job or good resource of money to apply in US or Canada. But it is easier to apply in Europe because in Europe, there is no application fee.
Right.
In Europe, you just take the English proficiency test and apply. So the best thing is to make sure that you meet all the requirements before you get the link. For instance, myself, if someone goes to my website, I have a website, this one I post here, which is called the EBMSCHOLARShips.com. I usually post a lot of scholarships there.
Right.
But it's posted there, but do you have the qualification? For instance, there is a scholarship to go to study in England. It's called the Chevening Scholarship. Each year is there, they're already announced. So there are so many scholarships, but people should have meet the requirements before they apply.
Right.
Yeah.
The last question for me.
Yeah.
I know some people talk louder, and sometimes people, they may copy you, think you are mad at them, or think like you're upset. And I know me, just by watching your videos, I think you're a very good guy, and I think you are wonderful. What did you copy into North America, the way you talk? I know you are not, as me, sometimes I can be louder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you experience anything, someone complain to you that you are mad? And if so, what did they say to you? Like, what they think they say? Oh, they think like maybe you're mean the way you're talking. Have you experienced that?
Yes and no. Not per se, because when you're in the office is a different setting, like the context is different.
Yeah.
But if I'm in the context of like teaching, because I'm used to teach the public lecture, obviously there is a way of talking.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking in the normal conversation, like it's just normal conversation.
Yeah.
But yes. But if I'm going, let's say, like to the Laudi community,
yeah,
I have to do that way. Yeah. So, like in most cases, like work-wise, no, the environment I've been. The only other thing will be kind of like, let's say, when I'm making, like, I'm giving an example. Let's say it depends, like, what type of videos I'm doing. Should I put maybe is the only speaker or not only speaker, depending kind of that. So, for instance, for me, like, I'm at home, I have an office, it is in the basement. So it's different if I have to make these videos in the living room,
right,
and people in the room.
right, yeah.
So, yeah, so for that kind of office, I'm very far away from other people. But in a normal like meetings, wherever, the voice is different. It's just like when you say like
I didn't hear you there.
I say like when you are in the meetings or normal conversation,
yeah,
the voice is not loud because the nature of how you get excited is different. But
right,
when you talk about green card and whatever, you have to, like, as a teacher, like a professor, like someone like a guiding way, kind of that.
right.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add to that? Just anything that you want to add on top of everything, just to explain
yeah, so,
all of immigrants?
Yeah, so for me, I usually tell people this way. Number one, we live in the world. We don't live in Tanzania or Kenya per se. So don't confine yourself to one country, because that was not the purpose of God creating you. Purpose of God creating you is to go to the earth, not to go to Kenya or to go to America or to go to wherever. That means you have the opportunity to be around the world as long as you have legal ways to go to other country, whether to visit, whether to live, be okay. That's number one. Number two, if you have a dream, a goal to go to Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, China, wherever, have that goal is not bad. Find different ways to reach there. But have a backup plan. What if I don't reach there? What if I don't win the DVLOTTERY? What if I don't get the scholarships? Am I going to die? No. So if not, I'm not going to die. What are the things should I do to continue with my goals even in my own country?
Right.
So that is something else I want people to do. And the last thing I want to advise people is to look, yes, it is okay to watch sports. It's okay to follow on social media these comedians, musicians, celebrities, and all other kind of things. But if your goal is to go to America, also try to follow people who had added value in that particular journey.
Yes.
So if you want to go to America and you follow Dangote, Diamond's mother, it's okay. But Dangote doesn't have opportunity. What explain about scholarships? So you're in the wrong press.
Yes.
It's okay to follow them. Also follow people in that. If you want to know about saving and money investing, follow also Instagram YouTubers who have that expertise.
Yeah, like a kind of educational channel that you're gonna learn something from it.
Exactly. So that is something people have to learn, because you find some people, they just like all the time, they just like, okay, Alikiba, what has Alikiba done? What can I do? Okay, it's okay to know them, okay to follow them, but at the same time, you're a university student.
Yeah.
What kind of education channels do you follow?
Right.
Nothing. And then you get upset. There is no job. Yeah, there are scholarships. So that is another advice you usually tell people, like, make sure that you find also, yes, enjoy entertainment and everything, but also find a way to follow people who can add value on the areas you want to grow or to achieve, something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And the last thing is It's just overall to encourage people to open most of the YouTube channels.
Right.
In Africa, we lack YouTube channels, and if they have, it's more entertainment. We don't have education channels. We need to have more African YouTubers with education channels, lawyers with teachers, whatever, medical doctors. They need to have their own channel, just like other people, to learn different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the things I can advise people.
Yeah, definitely. Well, asking me any question now, and asking me any question that you have left now. It's your turn.
The last one I can ask for you, for me, if I have to ask,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any regret by not living in Tanzania and now you live in Canada?
Absolutely not. No. First, I'm very thankful just being in Canada. There is a lot of things that I can get in Canada, and first, I'm not regret because I have a husband and the kids. Without, being in Canada, I will not maybe have them. Who knows?
Yes.
That is the first. The second, there is a lot Canada can offer. A lot. Compared to the country that I grew up in, yes, most things are cheaper, but sometimes to get the better life that I'm living here, it can be hard. It can be very hard. And second is, the care, like healthcare. Canada is free, and it's better care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can go to the hospital, do surgery, have anything for free. You don't have to worry that part. If I was in Tanzania, I would have to buy insurance, and I would have to pay for that. And not only pay it, I may not get the service, the care that I get in this hospital over here. I had an amazing experience in a hospital in Canada. And another thing is my kids, they would have good education for free, at least from, from preschool all the way to high school. Yes. And when it comes to university, they have opportunity to get a loan without, worry that they're going to get or not. It's like a priority to the government that they would help, like you would get that loan to go to university. When back home, actually, this reminds me one of my little brother, I didn't get the loan, to go to university. Yeah. So just because they have Pacific, you can get it, the loan. But if you show each and everything that you are very, very poor, they will put you in the priority, number one. But if you have just, middle kind of thing, middle life, not poor, not rich, as home, they don't take you as a priority. And mostly now, they take most of the governments. They put priority to people who went to school in government school. If you went to private, they count you as you can afford to go to university. So I actually have my little brother who didn't get a loan. But here, it's very hard. It's like you need to not get the loan to go to university. Unless otherwise you get that money and you go spend it to something else. Right? So that's the thing that I don't regret about being in Canada. Another thing is just the life in general, that you may maybe not have money, or you laid it off from work, or you didn't have enough work. You can be able to get EAR. It's called EAR, that they can support you from for a whole year at least. If you worked, I believe 7 hours in the past year, they can be able to support you for a whole year. You know, so you are not gonna starve or be hungry. Even though, don't get me wrong, African, we don't starve being hungry. I'm just talking in general that if you laid off from a job, you are like the government. I'm sorry about that, but you are not gonna get paid.
Exactly.
Money, you know, while you're sitting at home trying to find a job. So I don't regret because of that too. It made it look like, oh, you want to go easy way, you know? But no, at least I came to stress about money for a year, and I can try to find a job as fast as possible, but not worry what I'm going to feed my kids, you know, what I'm going to get money for transportation or put gas in a car, right? So that is one thing that just life in general here, even, you know, it might be expensive somehow, but there is an easy way that they put, you know, if you have a credit that you have and you are good, you pay your credit very well, you can also use that as just paying your bills, and then you can pay small, like a little bit late, like as you go. So I don't have any regret living in Canada. There is a lot of things that I'm very thankful for it. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you so much.
Sorry?
I say thank you so much.
Sorry again?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have any other question than saying thank you so much. I appreciate it to get the opportunity to learn more from you, and I believe many people have something to learn from you too.
Thank you so much for having me. It is an honor to be spending this time with you and learn from you. A lot of things I didn't know.
I'm glad you have been able to learn some few things also from me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. We talk to you soon. And thank you for the viewers, you know, who are watching right now. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Exactly.
Yeah.